Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally gotten some good Halo news. And also with it, some bad Halo news, potentially. It's been a while since I've made a video about Halo, or really about much. There hasn't been much to talk about. Luckily, just the other day, we had some huge news about Halo in the Unreal Engine, and in this video I want to talk about the pros and cons of what that could mean for Halo going forward over these next couple of years. On screen now, I'll put a little snippet of the article where this came from, which was actually from Bloomberg, written by Jason Schreier just a couple days ago on January 31st. You can pause it and read the whole article if you want to, but I'll give you a quick breakdown of it to save you some time. Within the article, Schreier states that 343 have been considering changing to the Unreal Engine for upwards of a decade now, but that change wasn't decided until late last year when Bonnie Ross had left 343 and Pierre Heinz was appointed as the new studio lead. Schreier goes on to say that the codename Tatanka will be the first Halo title created within Unreal Engine with the help of Certain Affinity. Finally, he states that the Tatanka project began as a battle royale, but may evolve in different directions. Now, this is a massive piece of information that leaves a lot of Halo fans with excitement, questions, and some even with a little bit of worry. From what we had previously known, Halo Infinite was going to be a 10-year-long live service, which was a strikingly similar statement to what Bungie had said about the first Destiny game upon its launch all the way back in 2017. With the fan reception of Halo Infinite being some of the worst in the franchise, alongside games like Halo 4 and 5, many, including myself, are excited to see what Halo can become when running on a newer and much more robust engine. With that being said, any big change in a franchise like Halo comes with some potential pros and cons. I'll be talking about what I think those could be, starting off with what I think are the cons. With 343 having just lost so much of its staff due to layoffs, and now also taking on a project of this size, I think that Halo Infinite will most likely be put on a sort of life support, and may even see only as few as 4 or 5 seasons. I really hope that isn't the case, because I think that Halo Infinite still has the potential to be improved and provide fans with a lot of cool experiences. I know I still enjoy playing the game even when it is a little janky and it has issues. Now, another downside to switching engines is how long it will take for the final release of the Tatanka project. If we're lucky, it might be finished in like 2 years from now. But I've heard a few people talking that have worked with Unreal 5, and if we aren't lucky, it could end up taking upwards of 5 or even 6 years to completely rebuild a game like Halo in a new engine.
Say what?
And this brings me to my final big con. Will it feel like Halo on another engine? Now, Halo has operated on the Blam engine and updated versions of the Blam engine for the entirety of its 22-year history. And this is a long time for players to develop a feel for how your game plays. And many players have stuck through it throughout those entire 22 years. So they know how it feels. And I think that getting the feeling of a Halo game on the new engine is exactly what could cause a game to take 5 to 6 years to be recreated in Unreal. And I think that with Halo, that could very well be the case. Which leaves me to be very concerned for how long we could have a content drought as Halo fans. This isn't a reason to get upset though. So you can go ahead and stop typing your angry tweets to Unisheck and Sketch for just a second and hear me out, because there are a lot of reasons to still believe in the Halo franchise and plenty of potential pros to future Halo games being on the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine has the ability to take Halo to a near realistic level of graphical polish and atmosphere by extension. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Take a look at it. Unreal 5 is one of the prettiest engines in the gaming landscape right now, so this is something that I am very excited to see when Tatanka releases. Now, another massive improvement from switching engines will be all the technical debt issues that Halo Infinite is currently facing as we speak. With the Blam engine being so old, there are years of piled up code from tons of different people working on it, and it can be an absolute headache to make even the smallest of changes to things like UI or game modes. When Halo switches to Unreal 5, the devs will have a clean slate from all the technical debt that Blam had, which should result in a much better stream of content in the long run. The final thing I'm looking forward to with the changes is the addition of Certain Affinity to the Halo development team, and with them, their CEO Max Hoberman. Max was responsible for being the lead in designing the beloved Halo 2 1 through 50 ranking system, along with the much more casual skill-based matchmaking or true skill systems, which gave the classic Halo games that party game feeling. I personally have a lot of faith in his work and his vision for Halo, and I think that he could be a very key part of Halo's future moving forward. That just about does it for me, though. That's really all I had to say. Those are my personal thoughts on what we should be expecting for the future of Halo over, the next couple years. Let me know if you agree, disagree, or if you think I'm a complete idiot who doesn't know anything about what they're talking about down in the comments below. And thank you for sticking around this long. It's really cool. I appreciate you all. Without further ado, I've been Whacked, and thank you and good luck. Have fun.
Remember, a snake cannot eat a dragon.